What are we doing? Jason, why? I don't know, Jason, why? You tell me. Welcome to not Tactical Tuesday, because that would offend all the good people at YouTube. So welcome to Unicorn Farts and Puppy Dreams. That's all we're going to talk about tonight. We're definitely not going to address the fact that communism is population control and has killed 100 million people in the last 100 years. We're not going to talk about that at all, because that's how they shut down a live stream. So, shot in the right leg, go. Ah, gosh, really? Time me. Garcia family, shalom. Are we camping? Sarah, I'll address that in a minute. I just got shot in the right leg. In my right leg? Who's going to check my pulse? 1, 2. Ow. Done.
You gonna live?
Yeah, I'll live. I got tourniqueted. Audion Godin. When are you going to start wearing your armor? Seems like you get shot every week. Yes. AVT, shalom, brother. 32 seconds. Before you bleed out, shalom, bear. I'm good. Look, I'm good. Can you see? See? I'll be honest with you. I didn't police my pockets because my pockets are full of junk. So I didn't do that. I got lazy. But you didn't say what part of my leg, and so I just assumed calf. And I'm good. Mad Dog Alpha. Actually, so what I have in my pocket is not a cat tourniquet. It's a piece of garbage, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. That big bare leg needs a big tourniquet. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Ozark Gardening, Shaloha. James. Are you in a tent? I am in a tent. Tactical Tuesdays intense. Say hi, everybody. Have y'all ever been extreme camping? It's intense.
This isn't it.
What?
This isn't extreme camping.
This is not that.
No.
Thank you. It is a very nice tent. It's also not mine. This belongs to Brother Mike, and it's 27 degrees outside and snowing, and so rather than sit on my back porch and have to deal with the fact that it's 27 degrees and snowing, we're in the tent, and there is a kerosene heater and another kerosene heater, and I came up here with my toboggan cap and my Carhartt on, walked in here, and immediately had to start peeling clothing off because it's warm in here.
I'm not in it. For sure.
No.
You just have to keep that pointed that way. Anytime. Yeah.
Is there a floor? There's an outdoor carpet in this tent. Two. There are two. It is cozy as hell. Well, I wouldn't say it's cozy as hell, because hell is eternal separation from the Father and torment. But it's definitely cozy. But I know where you're going with. Where are you going with that? Freedom, Dad. What's that badge you're wearing? These are my credentials for Grindstone. So whenever people say, hey, sir, we're sorry, sir, you have to... No, I don't. Well, it's required by law. No, it's not. Well, yeah, but no, first of all, no. Second of all, religious exemption. Third of all, no. Kiss my hairy white ass. So, I'm sorry, sir, but you can't travel here. Yeah, yes, I can. We operate with the same autonomy that the American Red Cross and Department of Homeland Security does. So, thanks, but no thanks. Yes, I'll be sure to avoid carbon monoxide issues. All over it, man. What is that cigar? This is a Gurkha Beast that was given to me by Phelps. on occasion that not that long ago, it was my birthday. Don't fart, Bear. Nobody fart. Keith is worried about us farting in here. So, Keith, duly noted.
Yeah.
Richard, it's all good, man. It's all good. We don't.
It's already past the fart test.
There is makeup air in here. What happened to the D's Nuts cigars? They honestly were delicious. They were very, very good. These nuts were delicious.
We need more of those.
What is your response to Christians saying the ceremonial law was done away with? Okay, we're already here. Already. We're 5 minutes and 39 seconds in. My response would be read your freaking Bible and stop believing what a man tells you and read your Bible. The law was not done away with. Typically, when this comes up, what they're talking about is Colossians 2:14, which says what was written by hand against you was nailed to the stake. The problem with saying that the law was done away with, or part of the law was done away with, or some or none or all or whatever, is that if you go on to read that passage further, which would be entirely encouraged because it provides context to the statement, what you would find is it's talking about the doctrines and dogmas of men. The doctrines and dogmas of men are not the ceremonial law. What I will tell you is this, is that the high priest is Yeshua HaMashiach per Hebrews, and that the temple is in here per the book of Hebrews. And so we don't make burnt offerings and sacrifices currently. What we do are remembrances, because a law forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations forever and ever. Amen. So it wasn't done away with. Forever means forever. We cannot stand on he's the same yesterday, today, and forever, and then nullify everything that he told us to do forever. So that's my response to that. And it all comes down to just read your Bible. Read your Bible and do what it says. 1 John 3, verse 4. Sin is lawlessness, and all who do sin do lawlessness. Exactly. So. Is the battle dog in here? Nope, he is not. He is murdering coyotes, question mark? Why are we all whispering?
Because you're talking.
We're hiding.
I'm talking is my job.
We're
So,
obnoxious.
I don't...
Wow, it's really smoky.
Shut up, Papa G. Keep your mouth closed, Papa G. You don't get to say that word.
We're telling the Great Renee story.
Okay. You want to tell the whole internet the Great Renee story?
Renee's jacket got stuck and she couldn't pull it up, so she had to step out of it. Forrest had to fix it. Then Renee put the jacket back on. We got it zipped back up. Renee bent over. The jacket popped back up. So then Renee was like,
zipped up, and then she goes, "Okay, I'm good." And then she goes, "I gotta unzip it, do something," and then she stuck it again.
yeah. So
Then
it was
I
a whole
fixed it.
thing, and then we walked in the tent, and I'm like, "I'm hot," and I took my jacket off.
Then she zipped it up.
Renee,
the whole bottom.
you gotta be smarter than the equipment you work with.
I need to.
Says the Army tanker.
Here, Alex brought that over.
So this is my new favorite coffee mug. For those who can read.
Yeah. A mini vent.
Yes, snowball in the mug. Or screwball in the mug.
Yeah, we don't want to roll it all the way up, do we?
No,
Okay.
no, that's too cold. But just a little bit.
I used to do that.
Fresh airflow.
Air
Not buy
makeup?
Cigars and just smoke TJs.
Yeah.
And then people just kept buying me cigars. So then I had a whole bunch of cigars.
I keep finding them around my house.
And not like someone has like 3 humidors like filled.
That number is dwindling.
Yeah.
Did we got solo cups? Can I have one of those, please?
Thank you, VR.
But I think I'm gonna do the beauty.
Oh, Gurkha Beauty? Those are good.
Beauty.
Those are good.
That came from Phelps.
I've got a Gurkha Beast right here, man. Those are really good. What are you talking about today, Bear? This is Prepper Q&A. So I'm talking about y'all hit me with your questions and I'll answer them if I feel like it.
You know where you're just like, I should go.
Oh, yeah, I got a little puncher.
Little pond, big
Oh, man, Aaron Parks, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's not fun.
little or big?
Shalom Concrete. Your cigar, it does need a touch up. You're absolutely right.
I think we just needed 2 more. Or some. There's more there in the smoke.
This is the smoking
I
section.
walked over there and sat down. I was like, oh.
I think I'm choking everybody out.
How big are Nephilim body bags? They are a minimum of 4 cubits by 9 cubits. Agav Bashan style.
Chat.
Oh, we thought about that and we were like, eh.
Put it up and put the chat
Mrs.
on
Smith, much love back to you. What the hell was that?
So close. Okay.
it. I didn't move mine.
How do you feel about Biden's new 2 amendment law he's going to put in place?
Here, you, man.
Well,
First.
Yes, Monica, you should be.
as Brother Mike just said, first he's got to pass it. Second of all, I don't know how many times I have to say this, but they will only do what you let them do. They may come take your guns and do gun buybacks and do all that nonsense where you are. They're not doing it here. How do I know that? Because I know my sheriff here. And my sheriff here, literally, we began a relationship with, hey, can we be friends? His question, not mine. So, is it wrong to have a baseball bat wrapped with barbed wire? Are you trying to cosplay that? What's that chick's name? You know who I'm talking about.
I think that one's Negan off Walking Dead, isn't it?
No, she didn't have wire on her baseball bat.
Oh, she didn't? Harley Quinn? There you go.
Yeah, she used a baseball bat, not wire on it.
I didn't know either.
Okie said Negan. Okie said Negan.
You said Negan?
Let's see. My order from Refuge Medical was shipped today. Thanks, Fo. You're welcome, ABT, on behalf of Fo. Awesome. My wife gave me a Bear Independent year subscription for my birthday. Been listening for a while. Best wife ever. Bless you, Buckwild.
Packing it. Oh, I got, the guy says you're very interested. He's talking to his 30 guys.
So, oh, can I get one of those solo cups, please?
And I talked to a
To Ashen, too.
fire department. Fire department chief
Oh,
in
you didn't
Oklahoma.
show him your mug yet?
I did.
No.
Well, I'm going to ash into my whiskey. That's a bad policy.
No, don't ask him your whiskey. I was just wondering.
I know we know.
So, here's the thing. Again, getting back to Biden's potential gun laws. They are only going to do what you let them do.
Yeah.
The end.
Chilling, sat on it.
Don't let them. I mean, honestly, there are so many patriots that talk such a big game. And I'm not talking about creating violence in the streets here. I'm just simply saying, why?
Still trying to get.
Why on earth are you going to allow that to happen where you are? And if it does happen where you are, you're in the wrong freaking place.
Thank you.
Period. The end. So,
Crack lighters are the best. Crack lighters are the best.
Yeah, they are.
Biden will tax us on everything and SSI and Social Security disability about the guns. Yeah, perhaps. I've been saying for a year I've had a conviction that those that collect checks from the government, duly or unduly, need to think about what happens when that stops. And now we're seeing potentially the groundwork being laid for that. Yeah, I'm sorry, you are an enemy of the state because you're not complying. We can no longer in good conscience pay you from the state. So,
Yeah, we need.
but I mean, also here's the other thing. Just freaking stand up.
Yeah.
Just stand up. No, exercise your no muscle. I actually bumped into a guy at the gas station recently who was like, "Hey, I exercised my no muscle. Thank you." I was like, "You're welcome, guy from the other side of the gas pump." So, any suggestions on K9 Medical? Suture kit and learn to suture, and pressure bandages and splints and cohesive bandages and 2-inch surgical tape for sure.
We have rocks once. Like actual rock. No, these are rocks. Yeah. Like real rocks. Yeah, those rocks.
I was drawn in by the unicorn farts. Amen.
But you never
Our county just declared ourselves a Second Amendment safe haven, and public ally publicly stated they wouldn't enforce unconstitutional gun laws. Amen. There's a state law in Oklahoma that if a federal law is enacted that infringes upon the Second Amendment, it will be null and void in the state of Oklahoma. So, again, where do you live and why do you live there? So, stance on marijuana. Covered this 1,000 times. If you're using it actually as medicine, go for it. But if you're using it as a crutch and not doing anything with your life, hanging out in your mom's basement or the equivalent thereof, no. Nope, not interested in it. There's definitely medical side effects, medical benefits to marijuana. However, a lot of the people that I've met evangelizing for that were stoners with no ambitions and no life skills who stayed high all the time telling me about how good of a medicine marijuana is. Well, so somewhere in there's a sweet spot. I'm very, very libertarian regarding that. You do you. But don't infringe upon me when you do it. I have no right to tell you that you can or can't smoke it. But while I do think there's medicinal value to it, I think it's definitely abused by as many or more people that claim that it's medicinal. So, Kelly OPSEC, I get high after work too. This is a cigar, this is whiskey. But don't abuse it. I also routinely take time off from both just to show that I can. So you can't let it rule your life. My family is relocating to Oklahoma from California. My husband got a job interview there and is driving. Are there any Bear Independent friends that can help him find a place to stay during his 1 to 2 day interview? That Oklahoma's a big place, so just don't smoke it near me as I'm allergic. There you go.
I had it that day, and then she got it 2 days later, and then now he's got it. But mine lasted like, it was literally like hours, 4 hours, yeah, 12 hours of like that feeling. Yeah.
Anthony Barnes. I need to move. Edward, copy. Yeah, we should. I can't read the comments on here.
Well, Mike, set up on the big screen.
They were talking about doing that earlier, but they would be down there in that corner. So I still don't know if I could read them.
You need another phone?
Looks like you in a tent. I am in a tent.
Maybe put it up on the side. Yeah. Worth an effort.
Bear, what's your take on the Proud Boys? I think that they've had some terrible PR and that they're not white supremacists because there's people of all colors in the Proud Boys. And other than that, I don't know enough about them to render a judgment one way or the other. I think they're a legitimate reaction to Antifa and the decline of an empire, but I wouldn't say that I am or am not aligned with them because I don't know enough about them to make that determination. Family of females ready to defend or fight. Any extra tips? You guys know what you need better than I do. I'm not a female.
Making it easy?
That might. Do you not have a case on this?
No, I just break lamp.
Oh my gosh.
The case wouldn't fit in my pocket. And I've already paid the deductible.
No sound. Edward has no sound. Bought 5 acres that backs up to a state forest. It's north facing and not great for crops. Could be good for hunting and other things. Any ideas how to make the best of it? You're going to have a hard time with solar on a north facing slope. Get a greenhouse wherever you can. Wherever you can. Hunting is good, but there's a reason why hunter-gatherers moved all the time. There's not enough resources in a given area to hunt, fish, trap, scavenge, forage your way to prosperity. So I would look at what can you do on that 5 acres to grow crops, even if it's like low-light perennials, like asparagus, for example.
So people would start commenting about stuff we were saying in the background.
What's up, Lucky? Just use some mirrors in front of panels. That's how it works, right? What about the national cyber attack? Here you go, brother. I think I can make this work. Thanks, though. What's your opinion on IV bags and trauma kits? If you know how to run an IV, then go for it. And if you know why to run an IV, then go for it. If you don't know how to run an IV, then I don't know if that helps you. There is a lot going on with cyber attacks right now logistically. Christian from the Ice Age Farmer has been talking about that. In fact, his latest video brought that up. So it's legit.
We're gonna watch episode 10 of Band of Brothers.
That's fine. We could just live stream that.
We watched the first 10 episodes in here.
Oh, I love it.
Have you seen it?
Oh yeah, we had it.
We're on episode 10 now.
That's awesome.
Watch that video earlier. Roger that.
And watch like 3 episodes a night.
Barakistan. What's up, Doug?
He's like, no, we got 2 more episodes.
I told us like 24. We watched
It was
24.
like 6.
Alex really liked 24. Oh, 24 seasons.
No, 24.
Yo, Jerry.
Show,
The
show.
24 the show. Yeah, Alex really liked that.
Do you have a favorite tool belt?
My dad.
I have a tool belt.
He went for Blockbuster.
What is that company called?
The whole season.
One something on one or one on or
I'd come home.
rock on maybe.
Sleep, we'd watch it. I'd shower.
Maybe rock on.
Oh yeah.
Like
binge watching and the sun's coming up and you're like, that sounds fun.
I think that's what it's called. Rock on. Something like that. Do you think the 18th of December starts the darkness? Boy, I hope not. I've got a lot of things to do after the 18th, so I really hope not.
We're staying here. You can have Ram Camp. She's like, no, I'm coming.
Oh my gosh, you got the sound on.
Kirsten's
You need a haircut. I know. Well, I shaved my hair. I shaved my head
Whoa.
after the.
Big bear. I'm getting.
I definitely can't read that. I mean, it helps, but it's a little fuzzy.
They moved.
LOL. 12 to 18 inches of snow tomorrow. The darkness. I've seen them, Patrick. SHTF Dental. SHTF Dental. Line pliers, whiskey, lidocaine, sutures, scalpel.
Really got the smell to get over you and get on their knee. That's all we need.
I used to have one of those. When I was getting my
Good things going down the 24th of December.
dentist.
Maybe. I really don't get into any of that Q stuff.
Not in a good way, but not in a bad
Maybe.
way. You know what I
Lynn
mean?
Wood says everyone
Don't
should
do this
have
in the room.
at least 10 days of food and supplies by the 18th of December. Copy. If you watch this channel and you don't have 10 days worth of food and supplies, you're doing it wrong.
He was like over me, like
What's up, Kemp?
racing on the chair, trying to like, with like a leg, trying to pull it out. I woke up with him yanking my head, and I was like, oh my gosh, and he's like, put her back out.
Mom, I'm too blind.
Not a
to
good
read it
thing,
on
like,
the big
oh,
screen.
It's not quite in focus either.
I'm like,
Somebody said
"You heard this
hollow points are FMJ for 9mm. FMJ to practice with, hollow points for when it counts.
Oh, that's really good.
So,
Move this over.
what is all the talk of 18th December? Honestly, it's not just what people say, it's who says it and in what context do they say it. I have, at this point, very little hope that Trump and his legal team actually pulls off anything. So we'll see. We'll see.
I cut up like 4 times.
We can read it if everyone puts capital.
If everybody types in caps, no, we're not doing that. Good job, Tommy Salter. Shalom, brother.
Completely flip out.
If everyone yells at you.
ban people for-
Oh, maybe that's why.
I have enough food to feed a small army because that's what it will take. That's exactly right.
Oh, did you?
Feed corn, absolutely. Get feed corn.
And she goes,
It's like $7 a bag.
Alex.
I was thinking a lot of shit one day.
Insurrection Act. Here's the thing.
He's not supposed
Somebody has to enforce it. What are you doing, man?
I wasn't working.
I still still can't read that. It's this big. I appreciate you. Here's what we need. We need somebody to read the comments and go, "Oh, that's a good question."
Read that? I can read anything.
I was reading it fine right there.
I'm
Like
supposed
I
to
won't pass a buck.
Ready to come and visit, T.
The projector just a little bit.
Antonio.
Gotta open my eyes.
Oh, one.
Does Trump have the balls to enact the Insurrection Act? It's not just the balls, it's the backing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the military.
It's not just the balls, it's the backing. Maybe.
How do you bring the chat back over?
There's some crazy stuff that's come down in the news today.
No idea.
The whole Dominion thing.
Yep, there is some crazy stuff that came out in the news today.
It's a Dominion thing.
So there was a audit of this one county in Michigan.
Do you want to tell them?
I'm sorry. Oh, you can tell them.
No, I mean, why don't you tell them? You want to come over and tell them?
Pause
Do I have
that.
to tell all the people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's only 706 people here. Do you want to pull that chair up?
Reach it.
And now with
She's not.
the news on the news,
Really loud.
here comes Renee.
Back to the election, y'all. This is my favorite topic. Okay, so if you guys didn't see, this is like I have to.
Don't hunch.
I'm
there
too
you go.
tall.
You're so big.
Okay,
Are you a Nephilim?
Yes, my
Corrupted flesh.
my 5'4"ness.
She's a pygmy.
Anyway, there was a forensic audit of one county in Michigan where they found the glitch and it flipped to Biden, and then when they found the glitch it flipped back to Trump. So they did an audit and they came out that only 65% of the votes were wrong
Oh,
in
Is that
one
all?
county.
Only.
Only 65% of them had errors. And that's just one county in Michigan, and this software was used in 17 states.
Well, they're batting like 450. That ain't bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 85,000 times more than the allotted amount of error. Like you're allowed to have so much error,
right.
which is 0.08%, which is really tiny, 1 in 500,000. And they found an 85,000 times greater errors in this one county that they've audited. And that's the only county they've been allowed to do an audit on. So naturally, there will probably be more audits. And the Dominion person has been, the head of Dominion has been, what do you call it?
Subpoenaed?
Yeah, that's the word.
Grounded.
Subpoenaed. Well, he's also been grounded. He's been subpoenaed by SCOTUS, and he has given up his passport to the FBI.
Cool.
Good news report. Thank you. Thanks, Renee. You rock.
Hey, what do you think I'm saying?
Do we have ventilators?
The asthmatic is like dying.
Your field expedient flamethrower might be a disaster, but your coffee doesn't have to be. Agreed.
It's alcohol.
Thanks. Biden will win. Trump, you're relieved.
Hey, I got vanilla crown. Or not vanilla. I tried the vanilla, but then I tried the salted caramel.
Great news, Renee, but did you get your cat tea yet? Hey, I want to show you guys something about cheap cat tourniquets. Okay.
No cheap cat.
So this one here says Gina on it because that's where it's from. It's hard for you to see here, but this is one of the ones that we bought off of
Yeah, with the caramel one.
off of Amazon for $20. Okay. So here's the cheap one from China.
Right.
Are you watching? Okay. See this?
I'm gonna go back and get the salted caramel. He's breaking.
There you go. There's the busted windlass.
Second one I broke today.
That's the third one I've broken today. I bought them to break them. See that?
All around Dad's home.
So should we save $10 on a cheap tourniquet, or should we buy a real one? Because this one, Bear can just snap in half.
That was
No problem.
Oh, trying to get them.
So, just a little illustration. $5 tourniquets aren't tourniquets. You just die. Okay? So,
reference on the windlass.
Here's a real one. It's hard to see, but here's the diameter of a real one. Here's the diameter of a fake one from China. Okay? You see any differences here? Yeah. So, thanks, bro. Come on, that was the best left-handed throw I've ever made, and you didn't catch it. It's gonna be cemented in my mind forever. Nah.
She would have caught it.
She probably had it coming though. So yeah, you don't want a cheap cat tourniquet. They're garbage. Don't buy the China ones.
Oh no, you got home last night.
Is this why they haven't released the census numbers? I don't know.
Who filled that damn thing out anyway?
Yeah, exactly. Which one of you actually took the census this year? Okay.
I did, because it is in the Constitution,
I didn't. They
and
can't
I'm a
find my house.
constitutionalist.
Renee did the census. I think she was the only one that did the census.
And then we moved.
She's like, how? She's like, how big is your family? Dozens and dozens and dozens.
I did it online. I only answered the things I legally had to answer.
Yeah.
And yes, I know the
Wait, is that
difference.
why that lady from Chicago called me?
Yep.
I thought that was a scam. I thought it was her.
This was the first time you could ever do it online. Normally they can be your door.
They did come to my door.
Yeah, if you
Even
didn't
though I
answer
did
it online.
I did do it online.
A bear broke my tourniquet. You're welcome.
But they sent us two.
Why is there a...
Do you wear fringe? I wear zitziot.
That's only the projector.
The tassels. Rod the Sparky. Shalom, bro.
Didn't know what.
Yes, we wear the tassels because you're commanded to
It looks like a...
in Numbers chapter 15, verse 37. So,
Bacon asked how many people Biden's
You
going
are
to
the
kill.
tinker.
how many people is Biden gonna kill?
I got
Yeah, I just noticed his name was Bacon.
0 at bear camp. How's that for an answer?
I guess 1 out of 8 who take the vaccine.
1 out of 8 who take the vaccine is foe's guess. I'm gonna say between 30 and 50 million in the internment camps is my guess. It's my guess.
And it says you're not supposed to, and I was like, gee, I'll fix it.
The thing about the
I can
vaccine
try
today
something
is
in
that
the
you shouldn't try it on
I
medical
can't try
personnel
the
because they're
I said, well, it's a
essential.
gold piece of
Uh-huh.
paper.
Right on politicians, we're good with losing.
Isn't that how we open
Did you
ours?
see the setup they
Yeah,
had
it
where
needs
they
a screwdriver or something,
said
but I of course
this is
don't
where
have that
we're
in the office. So.
doing it? And then
I
there's
tried
a space over here where people gotta sit for
Well,
30
we
minutes
did.
to monitor them.
We'll see.
And if you're
Hey James, just email us admin at Bear Independent and we can talk.
Those are pretty good odds.
there's side
I
effects.
overheated it twice
Yeah.
first.
What overheated? Ours overheated.
So they monitor you.
Shut down.
Yeah.
And then
After you
get
take
back
it.
on when
Hey
you
Tavar.
spit it out.
But the
wait and see if
hospital
we
is
die.
2 minutes
Well, it
away.
was half
Oh, that's
full,
that's
So
handy.
it's right around the corner.
and so I had to pull it because I couldn't get it to do anything, and that's why there's like...
New 12 gauge knocked me on my butt. Getting better now. Copy. Has anyone seen the NFL ratings? No.
What's the
I know one person. I know one person in person that watches the NFL. That's not an exaggeration. I know one person that watches the NFL out of a lot of people that I know. So, have you ever named your rifle?
Is that because my team's winning?
Sparky. I named one Sparky.
Shredding roller.
I can shred in the middle.
I don't even think they play football anymore. I think they play a thing that looks like football kind of on television.
Couldn't you name an NFL player?
It can do stapling.
Not a current one. Because the first one that comes to mind is Colin Kaepernick, and he's not on the team right now. Right? He's a former NFL player. He's not an
You only
NFL
know
player.
him because he,
I only know him because I want to slap him in the face the next time I see him.
What are you talking about? I love that guy.
You love Colin Kaepernick? Well, he's a big fan of your profession, so. Yeah, he's the best. I would love to just tackle him and tackle him
all his
and
friends
tackle
are
him.
beanbags.
Colin Kaepernick's hell is fiery torment and me tackling him over and over and over again. And the moment he stands up from getting tackled, I just drill him into the ground again and again and again and again. That's right, Glock 316. You saw that video. Sparky didn't do so good at 215, but the recce rifle nailed it. Horseshoe of death for the win. Yep. Bear hog day? I don't think that's a thing. It doesn't need to be a thing either. Do you have any 300 blackout rifles? I do not.
They're doing good.
People need to use their HSA accounts. Any promo codes that they can use.
People need to use their HSA accounts. Yeah, use Bear Nation, man. Or join Patreon and check out the Patreon code there. And then one of my chickens, Black Betty. We had a whole bunch of Black Betties.
Yeah, we had like 8 of them.
We had like 8 Black Betties.
And one white one that was named Bamalam.
And Bamalam, that's right. We had the Whoa Black Betties and Bamalam. The PSA and his charging hand, I have not tried it, but everything else I've gotten from PSA I've been very pleased with. The Patreon code is in every brief that's posted every day.
Yeah, YouTube is not the place to ask for the Patreon code.
Especially if you don't see it happen. Like, it's different if you're there every day and watching people,
So is she not cooking?
Do I shemag or do I shema? Because the shema is Shema Yisrael, Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Echad. Hear, O Israel, Yahweh is your God, Yahweh is one. A shemag is just basically an Islamic handkerchief that you wrap around your face. But I do both upon occasion, although I'm not Islamic. International Bear Music Week. Trisha Elliott, what's up? Got it on my ball cap. Amen. I like that move.
Sound close.
Them yotes is close. Let's do some murders, except for the fact that it's cold out there. And my rifles are
Do you have your night
not
yet?
here. Yeah, the night vision scope has arrived. I'm just waiting on Bear Creek to do what they said they were going to do. Mechmaster asked me that earlier this morning on Patreon, on Coffee Time with Bear this morning. He's like, what do you know about Bear Creek? And I said, I'll let you know if they do what they're supposed to do. If they don't, I won't have anything to say. So,
and you're not the best at making decisions. I'm sure.
what's up, Tony Zaff? Night scope costs. I honestly don't remember. A few $100, $500-600, somewhere in there.
Sometimes they like people better. Every time you come back, they're like, no.
LCJC family. No, I did not get it. What kind of spliff you puffing on? So this is fine Nicaraguan weed, rolled really, really tightly. This is probably like, well, it was almost a QP when I started. Really, really heavy. Like 4 ounces of that dro. And I'm super faded right now. So, you know what I mean, James? You know what I mean? No, this is a Gurkha beast.
It might catch on fire, but she would feed herself. She would feed herself to that thing. She'd be good. She'd be fine. She's independent enough to like figure it out. You know, old metal in the microwave.
Tonight's
Le-
I feel bad, but like I'm carrying Jimmy. I'm like, Josie, grab that. Josie, do that. She just falls behind me.
Told her to go get a towel.
Maui Wowie. There you go.
She did it.
Andrew, you're welcome. Where are you in a tent? Nope. Not in a tent at all.
Like the phrase she gets like, I'll do it a million times.
Definitely not in a tent. What is the best way to get my bro and his family to start prepping? What I would do
when you stand up.
is I would invite them all over to dinner. I would cook them a nice meal and pour them a nice glass of wine. I put a bunch of Benadryl in the wine, and when they pass out, they wake up duct taped to the chairs, and you put them in 2 lines facing each other.
We gotta get this guy like a legal department.
Yep. But we have a legal department. This is not advice. I'm just saying what I would do.
I think I got
Okay.
a text today that said we need to find a lawyer.
I may or may not have texted you that
The
earlier.
Holiday Inn is pissed.
They can be pissed. F them.
Oh my gosh.
They should be pissed because I told 1,800 people how much they suck.
Every place else
The-
except for
yeah, we love Holiday Inn everywhere except for Jenks, Oklahoma,
Willard.
because Willard sucks. But anyway, sorry, Willard.
Room is awesome.
Willard, I'm not wearing a mask and I'm not taking the vaccine, Willard. Stop asking.
And we're gonna shoot airsoft guns in your hotel.
Yeah. He's like, y'all need to social distance. I'm like, I'm fixing to shoot people in your conference room. What do you mean social distance?
Give me some coffee.
We're doing CP.
All right, so back to drugging your family so that they'll believe in preparedness.
No.
So, no, I wouldn't do that at all. I would just, I mean, honestly, there's never been a better time in human history that I'm aware of for evangelizing about preparedness. Like, here's the frank point. If they don't get it now, they're probably never going to get it. You just have to show them that it's not abnormal.
It's the whole toilet paper thing.
It's normal.
The whole toilet paper thing.
Oh.
And if
and they don't realize that they really don't need that.
Well, it's one of those deals. Everybody panicked. There was no toilet paper.
there you go. So Brother DR makes a point that, at the beginning of COVID, it didn't matter how much money you had. You could not buy toilet paper. If you were willing to pay $1,000 for a roll of toilet paper, you still couldn't buy toilet paper.
I'd have sold you toilet paper for $1,000.
Yeah, I would have sold you toilet paper for $1,000 too. But so yeah, Fo says somebody bought a 4-pack for $350.
That's like, yeah, so unprepared.
But the point being, at some point, you can't buy your way out of the problem. So you got to stockpile stuff now.
I'm buying bread.
And it's not craziness, man.
For the rest of
Where did you get the tent? Well, we were on a walk the other day. And by walk, I mean we were patrolling. We came upon this family in the woods. They had bugged out from Minnesota to the much warmer weather here in Oklahoma. And they were on our land, so we interrogated them. And they were trespassing. We gave them the opportunity to leave. They didn't.
It's not a pandemic.
And then, unrelated, I ran the track hoe for about an hour. And now we have a tent. So,
It's actually funny because he told me people talk to him like he just told the whole set, so I should have just guess what. My house is a wash house.
we had to wash the blood off of it, but it's whatever. Got a couple holes in it. Like 30 caliber holes. It's fine. Never be a Willard. Amen. We need a sticker that says never be a Willard.
Put the screen over the bullet holes.
I've been social distancing my entire
That
life.
would be a
Yep.
good sticker.
Duct tape. There you go. Ask silly questions. Exactly. Shame on you. Had to use that priceless diesel to get a tent. It's okay. It's all right. We have extra diesel. We're preppers. Bear, are you of Mexican American descent? My cousin wants to know. You caught me. I'm a proud Mexican American.
Wasn't one of our people in the jail?
Yep. Yo soy es mucho Mexican Americano.
Upstate New York, Mexican.
Hey, it happens, bro. It happens. You so tan. Well, I think a lot of it is the lighting. I'm also in a shadow right here.
Who are you? Why are you saying that on?
Is your Romeo 5 lens scratched up or does it hold well? Well, I have 4 Romeo 5 lenses and they all look great and I use all of them regularly. So, not an issue.
Screenshot that name.
Okay, LCJC, copy about your email. I will check it out. I'm going to tell you if you bring up the email one more time, I'm not going to check it out.
Okay. What's his? What's who's?
I don't know, but
LCJC family.
let me just illustrate something. Literally, if the email is mentioned one more time, I'm not even going to look at it. I had somebody who sent me solar panels that they wanted me to review. And they were like, when are you going to review them? Did you review them yet? Are you going to review them? We really want you to review them. Have you reviewed them yet? And literally, I was like, okay, I'm going to review them. Literally an hour before I was about to do the review, I got another email saying, you know, we really need you to review them. And I said, Monica, box this shit up, send it back to them, and tell them to kiss my ass. I'm not doing a review now. Because that's how I roll.
That's what happened. I was like,
That-
I could have had my solar panel.
And I don't give a shit. I will buy the solar panels of my own accord. And like, I just don't, you guys don't understand. I don't have an I will not comply bone. All I have are I will not comply bones. That's the only thing I have. So if you, I'm that guy, if you push me, like, you're never going to get me to acquiesce. It's not going to happen. So yeah, I don't care about those solar panels at all. Not even a little bit. We'll get more of them. So what's that?
Missouri wind and solar.
Missouri wind and solar. Thumbs up.
That's the good people.
Says DR over there, and he knows the things.
Isn't that where we got ours?
Some of 'em.
I think it's time. He has people to read his email. The thing is, you have people to read your email, and sometimes the emails are.
Yeah. We get a lot of email too. Like, not exaggerating, 1,500 to 2,000 emails a day.
More than that.
Yeah, you guys get my name on one of the emails and just was like a link.
I didn't do that. That would be Monica. It's all her fault. She did
What?
Just a link on it. I was like, delete.
Oh, that's the other thing. People send me links all the time. Bear, you have to watch it. I don't have to do shit. Bear, you really got it. Nope, not happening. I swear you. Delete. Like, I don't.
Shut up, Willard.
Shut up, Willard. Oh, man.
The best email is when it's somebody we have no idea.
That might
and
be a
they-
sticker.
That's
they
got to be the
email
T-shirt.
an
Shut
email
up,
that's
Willard.
not-
Shut up, Willard.
It's very publicly known, and they're just like, "Hey, it's too much here. Can you have Bear call me and leave their number?" And you're like, "Not in a million years."
Yeah.
Are you going to get us to forward that to him? When it's
Unless we're
just like your
feeling
name and
hungry,
phone
we'll
number.
hear us on live stream.
Huh?
Damn it, Willard.
Get mad on the live stream.
Yeah.
We definitely need a Willard sticker and a Willard patch. So, and a T-shirt. Yeah, we need a Willard design. So, Chad, Jerry, and Lucia, if you're listening right now, if you're watching, we need Willard designs ASAP.
Shut up, Willard Designs.
Shut up, Willard.
If they need to know any more details,
With a sheep with a mask on its face. Shut up, Willard.
There we go.
Done.
I
Done.
was thinking of Bear wiping his ass with a mask.
Dog thinks we need to take a picture of like a bear in the woods squatting down. Like, birds.
Titanium legs. Just ordered an IFAC in the scriptures. Thank you for all you do. Bless you. Thank you. If I buy a med kit, will I get a free Velcro patch for my kit? If you spend $5 on the patch, you will definitely get a free one with the kit. I'm from Minnesota. It's cold here. I imagine it is.
If you leave nice compliments
You should have a
and you're a
tag
nice
with a heater.
person and you say nice things.
I'll say this.
You might.
For a good long time.
For a $5 love offering.
Perfect.
There you go. For a $5 love offering, we would be happy to include it. Free patch with your kit. For when we first started, I sent patches with almost every kit, and then occasionally we'll just throw lots of extra stuff in a bag occasionally, just cause.
Because I have to say we're A pluses.
A plus.
It's my blood.
Yeah, A plus. Like,
Where's the pen?
And then I
Oh.
figured out that I'm an A plus too. It was funny though.
Hey,
Like, did you get a patch that says your
Tommy?
personality? You bought it. What? What?
isn't a patch add-on $6?
At the store.
False
Yes.
advertising.
It's $6.
False advertising.
If they
Whatever.
buy it,
Sue me.
He doesn't work at the store
But as
anymore.
now on, I
Bacon, don't make me schwack your pee-pee. Pork bacon, question mark, negative. We don't eat swan, Leviticus 11, thou shalt not, so we don't.
Yeah, 4 cats in it.
Yeah, 4 cats in it. I was like, yeah, that's an old video. It's a little outdated.
Can someone in the chat explain to me, hold on, this is a good question.
What?
Can someone in the chat explain to me why we should run away from our problems by moving out of the city? Well, first of all, Revelation 18 verse 4, come out of her, my people, lest you partake in her sins and receive of her plagues, meaning that you're going to get your ass kicked by the creator of the universe. Next, it's a game of resources. There are no resources produced in cities. They're consumed in cities. And as resources dwindle, and remember that war at its fundamental core is a game of resources, allocating certain resources towards the acquisition of or defense of other resources. And so when you don't produce everything or anything, and everything that you consume has to come from somewhere else, and that starts to break down, you're going to have an incredibly high population density coupled with an incredibly high demand on equipment, material, resources, food, fuel, etc., and no supply, which means that y'all will be killing each other over stupid things like bread. Well, we'll be doing things out here like making bread out of wheat that we've grown and stored. And also, great answer, because I can pee off of my porch without offending anybody. Or I can do this with people that I love hanging out in the country. So the city is just not feasible without incredible supply chain logistics and a whole lot of government. Well, government is corrupt, as everybody can see right now, and supply chain logistics are going to hell in a handbasket. So when things go bad, they tend to go bad first in the most populated areas, aka the city. Now, if you want to stay there and put your ass on the line to fix it, that's fine. That is not my conviction. It's not worth, in my opinion, it's not worth fixing in the first place. It's not worth saving. Now, I was just in Dallas recently. Beautiful. Had a wonderful time. Ate some delicious steaks. Drank some great wine. Smoked some wonderful cigars in some wonderful company. And I was incredibly happy when I set foot back on our land, because Dallas is a nice to visit, not a great to live. Out here is a great to live. So if you want to stay where you are in the city and try and fix it, go for it, man. But out here, negative. Hey, man, thanks for the $5. I'm not disfiguring the edges of my beard, okay? Look, the edges of my beard are right here. Should I do the beard fluff? I will do the beard fluff just for you, because I feel like you're calling me out about it. How's this? Okay, I am the Lorax. All right? Good to go. People be quoting scripture at me and stuff on the internet. Mods, if you suspect a troll, just check their channel. What is the scope distance of your caches? Next.
3,000 miles.
Literally none of your business. But just for context, North America. How's that? Trolls support Willards. I think gamer Stevie J is Willard. I think that's what's going on here.
Willard did not strike me as a video gamer.
You think so?
He wasn't a video gamer.
I don't think that guy's ever had fun in his entire life.
I don't think he knew how to hook up a video game.
Well, he doesn't have a TV, so.
We'll figure out how to stick out of his ass.
What's up, Garen? Oh, poor Willard. I thought, the worst part about it was for like the first 30 seconds of the conversation, I thought me and Willard were hitting it off.
Yeah.
And then he immediately was like, "You taking the vaccine?" I was like, "Oh, shit." No.
Wear a mask. I'm going to teach people CPR in your room. That's what I'm
Franklin Farmstead, bless you. It's like, we're going to blow people up and shoot them in your conference room. What makes you think I'm going to wear a mask and take a vaccine? So... Beef bacon is delicious, and it's clean. Buy Bear a Beer Day. All proceeds donated to Grindstone Ministries. I'm cool with that. I will take every dime from this live stream right here and donate it to Grindstone. If y'all want to do that, I'm totally cool with that. That's very cool. All over it. Send it. Prove it. Beer bacon that I'm going to try. That sounds wonderful, as long as you do it with beef. Do you run AKs? What's your favorite if you do? I have a Palmetto State Armory AK with a Magpul folding stock and Magpul furniture, and I love it. It's wonderful. Bless you. Thank you. If you feed the cow beer and give it a massage, now it's Wagyu beef.
For like a month before you.
Yeah, and it's actually, hold on. Is it, what's the other super fancy beef?
Dude, I'm like the least fancy person.
Wagyu, there's Kobe.
Kobe. So they're like super particular about Kobe. You can't call something Kobe unless it comes from the Kobe region. Just like champagne. Unless it comes from the Champagne region of France, it's not champagne. It's sparkling wine. But Wagyu is Kobe beef that's not from Kobe. So what I want to do is just eat our zebu right now because I'm an immediate person. Like zebu babies would be cool, but I really just want some steaks right now, immediately. So bless y'all. Thank you. KRF and Jason. Thank you.
I'm 100% down for killing zebus.
Favorite cigar? That depends. I have a handful that I really like.
How have you been?
I like the Drew Estates. Drew Estates makes great stuff. The Drew Estates acids are awesome. The Man of War Ruinations are wonderful. I'm a big fan of those. I really like Gurkhas. The Beasts are wonderful. Carrie, bless you. Thank you.
You might not see it again for years. No, they probably got COVID while they were out there.
We can aggressively hug the cows and name them something special. Doug Bucher, bless you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Rob, bless you. Garen, yeah, I like the new Grindstone hoodie too. Lucia and Jerry came up with that.
Maybe. I don't know. I smoked enough cigars on that trip and killed all the COVID.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure COVID can't live in the environment that I've created for myself. So I'm good. Like,
I mean, tobacco kills like worms and goats. It'll
They
probably
did-
kill COVID too, right?
definitely, and alcohol too. So
They did say the
No,
study
it kills
that
worms
those that
and goats.
smoke,
You
they
can
already
worm-
built
you worm your
that
goats with
immune
tobacco.
in their lungs
Oh, okay.
that the COVID cannot attach to, so you won't get COVID.
oh, so this is healthy, is what you're saying.
They say it's
This is
less-
perfect.
Less likely you'll get it if you're a smoker.
Does the Grindstone hoodie come in Fat Boy? I don't know. You'd have to check it out. Go to sanctifiedsupplyco.com.
COVID attaches to
What's your
certain
boot
things
of
in your
choice?
life.
Man, does that Tabernacle Tuesday. I like that name. I have so many boots. I am like,
It's pretty
Renee
I have too many
Sounds
boots.
scientific to me.
I
They're all
know.
over the porch.
Renee, get in here and explain this.
So,
Science.
Do the things.
it
Do the smart stuff.
so it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm cutting timber, I like my Chippewa loggers. If I'm climbing, I like my Westco Highliners. If I'm rucking, I have a pair of Irish Setter 17-inch snake boots I'm a big fan of. Bless y'all for your donations. Knowledge 85, thank you. The second first, thank you. Earthman 333, thank you. Ambelina last, thank you.
Renee, since you're weather person, you're science person, that's it.
Yeah, we need you to explain.
Right now, I'm wearing a pair of bogs, which are like muck boots.
Oh, it's an actual thing. Did you know that people who have allergies can't get COVID either?
People
Because
that
it's the same lack of ACE2 whatever. Oh, I'm
so
sorry.
people who smoke and people who have allergies can't get COVID.
Should I I'm
So-
invincible.
No, it's a thing. They're actually studying.
never gonna
the
die now.
thing. Because you don't have the
I
receptors.
heard
Because
this
your
morning if I
receptors.
George
Oh,
Burns
yeah.
lived till 100 and smoked 7 cigars a day. There you go.
And the people who have severe,
Receptors get
especially if
clogged
having an
up.
allergy attack at the time,
So the
ACE2
COVID
inhibitors. There you go.
your
Because they're already
receptors are
clogged
already
up.
being used.
Problem
So-
is if you have
The
allergies, I think you have
ACE2
COVID.
histamines are already used, so
Yeah.
you don't get the COVID.
That's the way we find
Which is why I
Renee in the
coughed.
stores. We
Shut
starts
up.
coughing. We're like, there she is over there. Bear found us in the store one time.
He said I'm not allowed to go on mission. I can only be intel.
Yeah, Renee cannot operate in the field because you always know where she is. 'Cause she always has a cough.
And if one more person tells me to try throat coat tea,
Holy Ghost and a slingshot or an AR, Spaniard prepper. I see what you're trying to do there. I'm just going to go ahead and say this.
Goes down, pours a cup of water,
I'll take
walks
the
out,
Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, and an AR. Please and thank you. My pastor likes to say, and I agree, if David killed Goliath with a rock, I can kill him with a Glock. So there you go. Any more bushcraft outings in the near future? None planned, but January is a
and it's not our Pastor Joe, it's a different Pastor Joe, and I stopped going to the church because of it. If a pastor from the stage in a mega church stops the service, walks off the stage, goes back into the office, comes back out and goes, here's some water, Renee, and then goes back on the stage, you're never going back.
Sounds like you're pretty disruptive.
I would have drop kicked that dude right off the stage.
I was sitting near the dry ice machine, if y'all have been in a mega church, like, you know, the
Yeah,
chemical, it's not really dry ice, the chemical.
Franklin, thank you.
The drummer falls.
The drummer fog. I've never been a fan of the drummer fog.
In church.
Will there ever be a Bear Nation meetup? Maybe.
It's called TCCC training.
Yeah.
Well, our worship leader also.
What the hell were we talking about?
Something about ARs in the Ruach.
ARs and the Ruach. Yes, I'm a fan of both. But before that, oh, Ark, bless you.
But the executive pastor's name was
Bushcrafting.
His daughter was
January is a sabbatical month for me, so potentially yes.
when I met them.
Jimmy Carr, bless you.
Yes, sabbatical month.
Thank you.
My ass.
Boots, also boots.
Portable
Compared to the
sawmill.
sabbatical month we did, the Muskogee deployment.
Portable sawmill.
I
Oh,
actually
no,
had it
he's
like a
had
real.
some on the schedule since then. Have you noticed it?
What the hell?
Are you coming in the wrong way?
No,
DR's
Oh.
Smart guy.
He's the tinkerer. He's like,
Have I ever considered going to a leadership course?
So
No. I've been doing leadership things longer than I haven't been. But maybe at some point. So,
Oh, sorry.
I have.
Jimmy T, what's up?
every once in a while they ask a question. You guys are due.
Luke 22, verse 36. He that doesn't have a sword, sell your cloak and buy one. Yep, there's a Torah for that.
You ever seen old
How to
David?
find
Richard,
like-minded people
bless
in your
you.
area.
How did this switch? Why is this switch?
How to find like-minded people in your area.
All the forums.
Forums, bearindependent.com. Brother, are you really going to rest? You're the busiest guy I know. Maybe. Damn it, I owe you a phone call. I'm sorry, brother. Just hit me like a ton of bricks. Yeah, I have lots of different boots. How's that for an answer?
I was just talking about him today.
1 minute straight.
Now you tell me.
Go for it.
It's really good.
I know what it tastes like.
But you gotta
There's
call
a
him.
little bit of ginger ale.
Trying to set things up.
The cannon, bless you.
With the salted caramel, you did ginger ale?
Well,
Thank
I had
you.
ginger ale with
Oh,
the apple.
I see what you're saying.
There was a little bit of ginger ale left.
Tommy Salter.
Apple and salted caramel.
That's yummy.
I'll try it here.
Do you try to die daily, like kill the flesh? That's a good question. Yes.
Recovered alcoholic.
Um,
I'm recovering.
the Torah. The
Absolutely. I normally don't ask Liz.
Numbers 15, verse 37. right here. The Zitziot. You wear these to remember that you belong to Yah, and to remember and do all His commands. And so sometimes you need a physical reminder. I need a physical reminder to do what I've been told to do.
Did you crack it open yet?
And
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, the black
All right,
chair.
let me finish this.
the more you do it, the better you get at it. Because, see, what did Paul say? I knew not sin but by the law. Right? So shall we do away with the law so that grace may abound? No, God forbid. Right? And the concept of biblical grace only exists in the context of you walking in righteousness. You don't get grace for being an asshole and knowingly going against the will of the Father. You only get grace for your shortcomings in trying to walk in righteousness. We know from Luke 1, chapter 6, that righteousness is blamelessly walking in the commands of Yah. Blamelessly meaning you're doing the best that you freaking can. All right? And so the grace fills the gap in between your attempts to do it and your ability to do it. Okay? So that's where biblical grace comes in. And by the way, grace is not a New Testament concept. Grace is found all throughout the world. The word, the difference is in the Old Testament, oftentimes it is translated as favor rather than grace. Okay? So
Something like fall to the ground.
We'll keep it up. Usually it'll shut off when it gets completely.
It does, but then it melts.
so you should, Hebrews 10:26, you should keep the law and do what the Father tells you to do to the best of your ability, because if you abuse the grace, there no longer remains a slaughter offering for your sins. There no longer is a covering of blood from Yeshua HaMashiach, who atoned for your sins with his blood. And so it goes on to say that under the law of Moses, on the witness of 2 or 3 witnesses, you can be killed without compassion. How much worse shall he deserve who has trampled underfoot the Son of Elohim and counted the grace by which he has been saved as common?
Is it the XL?
No, only the large with the oil compressor. The thing I was
Really?
I saw it click. He was like,
Hey, it's not like you got a whole bunch of food underneath that tarp that we found out during Sukkot.
That's a secret.
It's not underneath that tarp anymore.
only, well,
Snitches
What?
get stitches. Y'all need to calm down.
I believe it's stitches get dead. Hollow points? What is it?
Stitches?
We changed it.
Hollow axe.
Stitches get compost.
Snitches get shot. That's the camp rule. Snitches get shot.
Stitches. We
They don't get
changed it.
stitches. Stitches is no, snitches get shot. There's a Torah for that. You go to the end of the driveway to the gate where everybody picks up a rock, and we go, that shit's old school. Pull out the Glock and just handle the problem.
Hey, don't you
rock
guys want to
just
be a
got
part of
small.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a smaller rock moving much faster.
We gotta get a damn legal department.
And this has nothing to do with Grindstone. This is very independent. This is
What needs a legal department.
Grindstone's fine.
Oh,
Grindstone's
man.
on the straight and narrow.
It's straight up Torah. It's Torah. We don't need a legal department. We have the law.
That's a good point.
We're good. Should have remembered the rocks. Exactly. Snitches get combat gauze. Combat gauze is expensive. That stuff's $42. I'm not putting $42 into a snitch. You kidding me? It's bad enough I'd waste $2 on a hollow point on a snitch. So swords are more fun. I would agree with that.
That's what I did last time, and she didn't do it. I told her to do it. If people just do
Yeah, but Yankee likes the SIG. That's only because
tell them to do it.
he doesn't know enough to like the Glock, so it's okay.
The large one.
Or just do like teachers.
I'm just playing with him.
I'll fix it.
Yeah.
You need to worry
I don't want the
What'd
oil.
you use in the El Presidente contest?
No, they have
What did I use in the El Prez drill? Glock 17, baby.
Then they have the
You won, right?
And I won.
Super bitter about that.
Bro, you and Cody were
That
insane.
was the highlight.
You guys were insane.
And we. That's our first
At least I beat Cody this year.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, you did.
Try on lasagna.
By a quarter inch.
And then you just
Yeah.
pour water over
Where'd you
top of
get?
it and then you have it. Like,
I
when you
got
want to eat
beat
it.
by.
Oh, you got beat? I don't care.
Second place, the first loser.
Exactly that amount of listeners.
Mag-fed bow. No, I haven't seen that.
Eggs are good 'cause you can't really
Any idea what splitting axe would be good for firewood?
Pretty sure I did.
I don't use a splitting axe at all for firewood.
Yeah, they're like
Nothing else for
powdered eggs.
Come on with it, PP. Let's do it. I use a splitting maul, an 8-pound splitting maul for splitting. Splitting axes
You are gonna need
work
to-
well for straight grained woods, but anything that's got any knots or burls or anything in it, forget it. You're just gonna get that axe stuck. I really don't like splitting axes for splitting firewood. I like felling axes. I like axes for driving wedges, and I like splitting mauls. But yeah, a hydraulic splitter beats all of them by a lot. So there's a little story that I tell. My first business was cutting timber and selling firewood. And my first year in business, I split 98 cords by hand. My next year in business, I split 192 cords by hand. My third year in business, I bought a damn log splitter. It's a lot of freaking wood, man. 290 cords in 2 years by hand. So people are like, Bear, you have big shoulders. They're leftovers from splitting firewood.
So if you want to get big, you don't need a gym.
Just go split for real. You want to get big, just go cut wood. Run a saw, throw logs and blockwood around all day, drag things around with ropes and chains, and then split wood all day.
Was that Rocky 3 or Rocky 4?
Rocky 4, dude. Yeah, when he was like running up like the Russian snow-covered mountainside. Yeah,
Splitting wood all day long.
splitting wood. Yeah, and he was in that barn after Apollo Creed got killed by Ivan Draga. If he dies, he dies. That's how you knew. You just knew he was evil.
yesterday.
Great movie.
Did you have a good time?
I did.
Good.
If he,
Completely different world.
was that a goat?
Oh yeah.
What? That's a
Goat?
truck.
No, that's a truck.
That's a FedEx truck.
It sounded like a goat over there.
Finally made it.
Well, there's a FedEx truck.
I'll have to go check my boots.
I don't know. I couldn't tell if it was a goat or an actual kid, because like they sound the same sometimes.
If it's a kid, you get stuck.
I was just over there.
It was not Dudley, guys. It was not Dudley. So
Okay.
good to know. Thanks, Duds.
They get their head gets stuck.
Well, if their head's
We miss
stuck,
you,
whatever.
Dudley.
She's like crazy to death.
Your show is amazing. Thanks. We're just BSing right now, man. Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings on YouTube, we do like an actual show. Tuesday night, Tactical Tuesdays, just hanging out doing Q&A. And then Tuesday and Thursday mornings on Patreon is Coffee Time with Bear, where we just hang out, drink coffee, talk about whatever. It's a much
Is that you, Willard?
slower paced show. Is that you, Willard? 2 Timothy.
Will that
Yes.
will the revolvers be the only legal pistol in a few weeks? No.
I'm telling you guys, if you live in a place where you're worried about whether or not revolvers will be the only legal pistol in a few weeks, you live in the wrong effing place. Well, I'm not going to leave. Okay, then you guys can be out there with your 5-shot black powder ball and cap revolvers, having a blast. This pisses me off a lot because
I can build one.
human history is a history of people moving from where things were less ideal to where things are more ideal. Additionally, how many people have come from other parts of the world to here? Their family came from Germany, from England, from Mexico, from France, from Russia, from Zimbabwe, from wherever. Okay? They come here 100 years ago because it was bad where they were to here because it was prosperous and there was freedom. And now that it's not prosperous and there's not freedom, y'all can't just pick it up and move again. It's bullshit.
whole different rant over there.
Yeah.
We're building potato launchers over here.
No, I heard.
That's what we do in free states.
Yeah.
See, I tied a million.
In free states, you do whatever you want to do.
Oh, yeah.
Oklahoma has 4 laws.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. No meth. No gun control, and shoot people who have it coming. I think is right.
Yeah, don't kill babies falls under don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't. That's exactly right. Don't kill babies falls under don't be a dick. Exactly.
Voting exit.
That's the 4 laws of Oklahoma.
This is our Tuesday night.
4 laws of Oklahoma.
4 laws of Oklahoma. Should have building codes. There's gun laws.
There are not.
Where we live.
There are no building codes. In fact, I recently checked just to be sure.
Okay.
There are zero codes listed for this county, and any of the codes around this or any of the counties around this.
Which is why we're an entirely red state.
That's exactly right. Which is why we can do whatever we want. Like, hey, let's buy that mountain over there and then put a facility on it for human trafficking victims. Yeah.
You asshole. Oh my word.
Ow! I'm dying over here. What county? None your business. Good try, though. America.
If you're smart enough, you can figure it out.
Ken, you're welcome? Question mark. Do you think now is a good time to start a logging business? No. Maybe if it's small scale and if there's a demand for firewood in your area. But most of the mills right now aren't even paying MBF, which is per 1,000 board foot anymore. They're paying by the ton, which is a total ripoff. And the housing market is about to go to hell in a handbasket. Single-family homes are about to take a massive shit. Land will still have value, and multi-family units, aka apartments, duplexes, stuff like that, will maintain. Land's going to go up. Multi-family will maintain, but single-family homes are going to just tank. They're within the next 12 to 18 months. That's what all the real estate experts are saying. It's going to tank. And so logging businesses are highly dependent upon the housing industry because all of your rough lumber, your framing stuff comes out of softwoods, and all of your finished lumber for your staircases, your handrails, your cabinets, your trim, your doors, all that comes out of your hardwood. So if the housing market is shit, the logging business is shit. If the housing market is good, the logging business is good. So unless there's a demonstrated demand in your area right now, I wouldn't do it. The other thing I would not do is finance a bunch of equipment right now. I would bootstrap the hell out of it, because otherwise you're going to have a bunch of equipment that the bank owns that you're on the hook for and no work for that equipment. So I see them building so much right now. Give it a year. And again, unless there's a demonstrated need in your area. For example, Dallas is building like crazy. You know what there's not in Dallas? Trees. So you're not starting a logging business in Dallas to serve that industry. All that has to be trucked in. And a lot of it is. For example, when I had my logging business in upstate New York, all the hardwood that we cut went to Canada because they didn't have any hardwood. So the softwood came in from Canada on a truck for making 2x4s, dimensional lumber, and the hardwood went back on that truck back up to Canada for making trim up in Canada. So
That was a condensation under the tarp.
we live in logging country, and yet we can't afford the lumber here. Exactly. The missing part is a mill. Get a chainsaw mill while you still can. You might not own a chainsaw mill. I do. They're good, but they're not great.
I mean, we should probably not put anything with mold.
Do they work? Yeah. Are they ideal? No.
It's gonna make really good fire.
They take time. You spend a lot on fuel for it.
Like the
We'll go through it.
Like around
What's up?
or something like that, like in the bottom.
Reload.
Oh, I thought you were leaving.
No, we're getting the good stuff.
Okay. I was like, what's going
Are
on?
you opening the reserve?
Yeah, he's been waiting so that they could get together.
$200 for grindstone tonight. Harbor Freight Portable Mill. Haven't made it that far yet. Bandsaw mill, agreed. Chains aren't cheap, correct.
Because I was pulling the tarp up and they're like, is it wet? And I was like,
Oh yeah. We seen it like 2 weeks ago that was molded. So.
Rob the Sparky, bless you, bro.
Did you put Coke on top of it?
Did we bring any ice? Or are we just not icing tonight?
What?
Did we bring ice?
No.
Okay,
There's
cool.
probably eggs back at the house.
That's fine.
We're gonna try it.
We have ice in our house.
Or Liz has ice.
Can I try it?
But like, really, you really want to go get me 3 ice cubes? You don't have to do that. It's okay. You don't have to. If there was some here, that'd be fine. But you don't have to go get me ice.
I can. I have to go check on the kids.
If you have to go check on kids, and if you bring a few ice cubes back, that's cool. But don't feel like you have to, because you don't have to. Okay.
Ice maker isn't quite as big as tea.
Somebody pressed pause on our ice maker, and it just paused. And it was-
It does that.
oh, did you point at Harmony?
I'm no longer going to be the ice Nazi, okay?
The ice Nazi.
Can you sing happy birthday to Jesse? I think we can,
Right?
guys.
Wait.
To Jesse.
Jesse.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jesse. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Cheers. No, we don't sing happy birthday to anybody. We never do that.
What's that?
Thank you, sir.
Nice.
You didn't have some, it's the reserve that we got him for the wedding.
Did you try this yet?
That was.
No.
It's right there. He gave you one.
Oh,
One of
Try
those.
that.
who with the what now? What is this?
The reserve that we
No.
got them for the wedding.
Oh. Did you say that tastes like a wet fart?
I said it makes my lip burn.
It makes my lip
It
burn.
doesn't make anything burn to me.
I was gonna say that's the smoothest whiskey.
Oklahoma survival, bless you.
That's good.
I'll stick with the salted.
She's a tequila girl.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
That's
more
what I buy now.
tequila person.
That's really delicious.
You've upgraded.
We didn't.
He was like, I
Don't
just
change your
found that it was
budget, I'm
from
sorry.
black, and now I'm like,
Thanks for the
Whiskey budget
gift.
went way higher.
you thought
Shalom,
black
Mad
was
Kelp.
expensive.
Don't try this single malt.
Say, have I? Or,
Reptilians are coming. Load heavy. On it.
did you get some?
There's 52 reasons why reptilians shouldn't come here on my belt line right now. So we have the same reptilian policy as we have for aliens and Sasquatch. Shoot them in the face. Ask questions later. So, you ever seen some of that like on the news, like and it
That far.
where it's like a newscaster talking, and it just like for a moment their face changes and people are like, "See reptilians." Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
I've seen that with like Bush. I think I saw one with Gore like that. But it's like you could very easily make it do that if you wanted to. But there's a part of me that just wants to believe. It's like they actually are lizard people, you know?
Really good. No, he's like, no, drink more.
Let's add it to this. I'll get it. I don't drink often enough. Just be.
That's correct. I forgot about the Galactic Federation and how they're going to save us. Do you see that? The Israeli scientist guy? Yeah. There's like, oh, aliens are real and they're part of a galactic federation and they've been studying our planet for years and they're hoping to make contact with us so that we can engage in relations and yada, yada, yada. And like, okay, man.
Doing that, and you look at our election and go, "Yeah, we're out of here." You people are nuts.
This is Cedar.
No, they're waiting. They're waiting for Biden. Oh yeah. So much better.
Why you got to do my boy Sasquatch like that? Well, all right, I'll say this. If Sasquatch walks in here, he's like, ugh, and he's like, "Hey, man, you want some whiskey?" And he's like, ugh. Like, all right, sit, be chill. We're going to have a drink. We're going to talk. That's one thing. But if Sasquatch is all like beating on trees and throwing rocks at me and stuff, face shooting is going to happen. If he can behave himself, if Sasquatch can solo cup in one hand, cigar in the other, and we can have a civilized conversation, we will have that civilized conversation. And then I will shoot him in the face, and sell his carcass to Ripley's Believe It or Not for $500 million and continue to build Bearistan. That's what's happening. Unless anybody objects.
I drink whiskey with Bigfoot.
That's fine. Then I'm going to shoot him in the face.
Yeah, I mean,
we need that $500 million. I'm
there's
just saying.
to take care of, but I drink whiskey with Bigfoot.
What if they, like, disintegrate when you kill them?
Oh.
And that's why nobody's ever found one. Did you just raise your hand?
Yeah, your wife's buying a freeze dryer. We'll freeze dry it before we
DR just said Harmony's buying a freeze dryer so we can freeze dry him before he disintegrates.
Can you can Bigfoot?
Pressure canned
You can
Bigfoot.
pressure can anything, so yes.
Well, it's below freezing right now, so we could just lay him outside for a hot minute and post a guard and call the black helicopter folks and say, hey, I can sell this to Ripley's for $500 million, or you can bring me some of that Obama pallets of cash stuff.
Yeah, just print me money.
Just for real. You're printing everybody else money. Why don't you just...
They're printing everybody else's money, and they're not even giving you a Bigfoot.
I'm saying, man.
Which one? Of disintegrating when you shoot it.
A CH-53 can fit a lot of pallets of money on it. Make jerky from Sasquatch.
Sasquatch turkey.
Well,
Torah for that.
there is a Torah for that.
Does he have paws?
I was just wondering that.
All right, if Bigfoot has a split hoof, which he probably doesn't because he's got a big foot.
Right. He's got feet. He's not big hoof. He's got feet.
Yeah, he's unclean.
He's unclean. We don't eat that. I'd like to have a Bigfoot as a pet. I'd like to have a Bigfoot as a cash cow. Straight up. I want the billions of dollars that a dead Bigfoot represents. And they may very well be like embodied demons as well, for all we know. So yeah, it just falls under the this thing is unknown, therefore shoot it in the face first, ask questions later category for me. So
Fully legal in Oklahoma.
reptilians are not listed in Leviticus 11. Well, we don't eat reptiles at all. I think isn't there, because it talks about things that slither on their bellies.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, man, you rock, Miss Liz. That's a whole bunch of ice. Thank you. Is that for moi?
Yeah.
So kind of you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Could have grabbed a handful of snow.
That's true. We could have made some ice, but then we
Find
didn't.
some snow.
Just not the yellow snow. Not the yellow snow.
If you leave the bottles outside long enough, they'll frost.
So, one of the first shows I played in a college town was the first time I ever saw a bottle of Jägermeister frozen in a block of ice.
Oh, yeah.
And I fell in love. I was like, this is mine. And they're like, yeah, but it's mine. They're like, okay. It was awesome.
Now, do you chisel to get to it?
No, it's frozen like just up to like here.
Oh,
So you can still get the top off, but the whole thing is in ice. And cold Jägermeister comes out almost like maple syrup.
Yeah.
Man, Jaeger. Oof. I don't think I can drink Jaeger anymore.
I can drink Crown Reserve.
Yeah, I can drink Crown Reserve. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Not with Jaeger. That's bad news. It's like Jaeger just makes me flash back to a period of time where like punching things was totally socially acceptable, you know? And then you're like drunk on Jaeger, and it's like, I'm drunk on Jaeger, I should punch things. And it's like, no, we don't do that anymore. It's like, yeah, but you're drunk on Jaeger. So it's bad news. Dangerous, agreed. Not so good. I haven't had Jaeger in a long time. What does Snowball do on ice? It gets a little thick. I do like Irish car bombs, though. I'm a big Irish car bomb fan. I love them. I'm going to either need to smoke this cigar or put it out, though. Jägermeister brings me back to dark days. Agreed. Me too. Rumplemints is a no-go. Rumplemints is terrible. You ever have Rumplemints?
No.
Oh, it's horrendous. The last time I had Rumplemints, I drank a whole bottle of it, woke up in the middle of the night, had to puke, puked out the window, woke up the next morning, and it was winter in upstate New York. Woke up the next morning and realized that the screen was down on the window, and all the Rumplemints got caught in the screen and it had frozen solid. And to this day, when I see Rumplemints, I think of my frozen Rumplemints puke on a window screen in upstate New York, and I will never, ever drink Rumplemints again. Not happening. It's terrible. I'd rather lick a urinal. Yep, I'm pretty much. Yeah, I'm there. Amen, Colin. I love Irish car bombs. Love them. My buddy used to drink Rumplemints and pee on his TV. That in no way surprises me. That sounds exactly like what you do when you drink Rumplemints. Actually,
That's why Willard didn't have a TV.
That's why Willard didn't. I actually worked with a guy for a while that his wife would get infuriated at him because he always drank too much. He would come home and then try to stumble to the bathroom, but he would give up halfway to the bathroom and pull one of the drawers out on the dresser and pee in the dresser drawer instead. And it was always her dresser drawer, so all of her clothes were soaked with his pee all the time. I was like, man, you got to stop drinking like this. He's like, I don't know what it is, man. I just get drunk and like to pee in drawers. And I'm like, you have a problem. You like straight up have a problem. Not good.
What about the salmon flavored vodka?
That sounds horrible. Meat is not a beverage.
Dad did that once. Tequila makes me lose my pride. Okay. Yes, there is a Torah for that. Yeah. Salmon flavored. What was that? Vodka?
Vodka.
What was that? Faux?
No, DR.
DR? Oh, that's right. Ugh. Shalom, Sister Vicky. Yes. Brother DR found salmon flavored vodka. Was that last night? 2 nights ago?
2 nights ago.
Eat bleh. Just saying, the posse's short right now. Some of the ladies went for a walk.
It's just wrong.
$2
No.
a gallon.
No, we don't need to do that. In a world where we have Crown Reserve, why would you ever try that?
It's
Crown Royal
peach.
Dudley says he can see my ear on camera.
I just moved it. Well, quit moving your damn ear.
Well, I wasn't worried about it.
Do a raffle for the salmon vodka. Well, we earned negative $38 on that
Hold on,
raffle.
how much money do people have to give Grindstone for you to drink the salmon vodka?
Oh, that's a good idea. Brother Alex said, how much money do we have to raise for Grindstone for me to drink the salmon vodka? Somebody was wondering how much money for Grindstone it would take for me to shave my beard, and the answer is a lot. We better be able to build Caleb House if I'm going to shave my beard.
We're going to fix at least 12 kids.
Yeah,
Well,
well, that's exactly right. We're going to fix at least 12 kids if I shave my beard. My wife has never seen my chin.
What's the goal on that? 4 million?
4 million to get started, 12 to be fully funded. So
4 million, you shave your beard. 12, you drink the whole bottle of vodka.
I'm in.
Vodka.
4 million
how
to
bad
shave the
is that
beard.
vodka?
$12
That
million
you shave the
bad.
beard before you drink it.
It's $12 million bad. 12 to shave the beard, or I'm sorry, 4 to shave the beard and 12 to drink the whole bottle of salmon vodka. That's a lot of salmon vodka. I'll do it for $12 million.
12 million, I mean, we'll tranquilize bear.
We could actually, you know what, for 12 million, we could put on a bear hunt. I'll let you guys load up with paintball guns
Oh, yeah.
and try and track me. That's fine.
I've got some OC spray.
Why can't we do that for like $50? Just sounds fun. That's Sasquatch practice.
Sasquatch practice. That's bad news.
License 350.
Yeah, because if you guys think I'm Sasquatch and shoot me in the face, we're gonna have a problem.
Paintball. Oh, when we're actually.
I'm pretty. Yeah, like
You ever been hit in the mouth with a paintball?
Yeah,
I have.
not only that.
In the mouth?
I'm pretty sure that y'all are not going to be carrying just paintball guns. You guys are like, oh shit, it's Sasquatch. I'm like, no, ba 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 ba. Bad news. And I've seen him shoot. He can shoot. Damn it, that Sasquatch is acting like Bear. Kill him.
So smart.
He's over there live streaming. Somebody kill that Sasquatch.
Oh, wait, no, this is 50.
That Sasquatch is trying to steal Bear's Patreon.
Next live stream.
Oh man.
I'm Bear.
Bear.
He got more hair on his face.
Yeah, I shooter. The whatever. Yeah.
The ice falls out.
Yeah.
You're not raising enough money.
That crown is delicious.
You want more?
I'm all right for right now. Thank you. It's going to be a horrendous live stream if I have any more of that too quickly. But
We might be
I'm
able
about
to
to
talk.
teach Amy how to smoke.
you're going to teach Amy how to smoke?
Yep.
That's going to go well.
I'm gonna do great at this.
Judging by her face, I don't know. I don't know about that comment.
Don't waste one.
Can I join your mag bear? We get this question constantly. Are you in Eastern Oklahoma and keep Torah and actually want to be here?
Amy's the gatekeeper to who joins them.
Yeah, it's got these like divots in it. You kind of drinking that.
California, probably not then, because
Is this your butt chair?
mutual assistance requires that
When you first say
Torah, yes. Well, that's a good answer. Torah, yes.
See if they have whiskey.
Do you have whiskey?
Alex wants to know if you have
If they
whiskey.
have Crown Reserve, it's a maybe.
He says if you have Crown Reserve, it's a maybe.
Is it like another level?
I don't know.
I mean, Sodies didn't have another level.
Like it was like $100.
We tried to get the
Oh yeah.
Crown Reserve, I think.
Yes, except the Oklahoma part.
in the world. There may be another
So
level.
we're gonna look.
It's just a
You should be doing the research.
I'm sorry, did I just
I don't
smoke
have
you
a
out?
phone.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
You forgot the paperwork again.
How's she doing?
She's gonna be here. Oh,
But we
Next
keep
24
talking about
hours.
this trip. She's doing.
It's in my truck.
Here's your crack lighter.
Oh, but I made better copies.
You made better cup. So you mean we got to do this again sometime?
I didn't sign anything.
What time are you leaving tomorrow?
We have
Early. I got court.
bear camp.
Oh,
So we
you
did
back
it.
in court again, you heathen?
I know.
Just our
Happens a lot.
and then
Did we hold on? Did we ever get a printer here? Or did we just talk about getting a printer here?
At the I was not in charge of a printer here. Okay, here.
No. First of all,
we have homestead or
Something was touching the back.
was it a Sasquatch?
Something touched the back of my head.
Is it possible that your ponytail touched the tent?
Okay, there's a bunch.
Because that's what I saw.
Did you cut it?
Do you need a printer?
Do you cut both ends?
I don't know if Renee should be doing business right now.
Hey,
I
you might have
already-
got a printer in there.
I already typed and printed and. I wrote
Amy's
back
a
3
smoker now.
times now.
I'm a smoker. I just thought it's pretty good to know what you're supposed to do.
You look great, Amy. You're nailing it.
Like a natural, my ground's cut in my.
Yeah, of course.
How'd the cat get in here?
The lightest of friends.
I'm glad I can be through the door.
I got info from a friend that DHS is training in most states for after election riots.
Tom.
That is absolutely true. I can confirm that.
Touching the tent.
No, is this one of
It
those
was
things?
Tom.
Something that was touching the tent.
It was Tom.
Hi, Tom. It's big.
You are the something that was touching the tent.
It was Tom.
Yeah.
This one's
I'm
probably
not
for
crazy.
shagging the day.
I'm sure Tom was 4 feet tall and touched the back of your head.
Sitting here outside of the tent.
Okay, uh-huh.
You shush,
That cat
King.
climbs well.
Thank you for policing yourself. I don't want to have to turn you into grandpa over here to
Just wait till you see the paperwork.
Hey, you calm down, sir.
So you a good cat?
Oklahoma isn't exactly a union-friendly state. Agreed, Okie.
A what friendly state?
They just
A union-friendly state.
Yeah, it's not one of the rules.
No, that's not one of the 4 rules in Oklahoma. Bear, let's have a unicorn fart.
Follows under don't
Hawkeye, I don't want to have a unicorn fart in here because there's 2 open flames, and I don't want this whole building to explode and kill everybody that I love. So,
follows under don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
no, there you go. Yeah, okay, never mind. It's in the
My
rules.
kids still want one.
Yeah.
Whenever we move in the cabin, we promise them they can have a cat.
Well, we've got Andy, but we're about to have new babies.
Hey, shh,
Well,
shh, shh. Don't tell him the cats we're giving him are pregnant.
No, no.
Surprise!
Andy's about
We're already grandparents. He wants all kinds of cats. It was either that or put a boa constrictor under the cabin or something.
You can do both.
Oh,
is a better
a
option.
boa
Definitely.
constrictor under the cabin.
I don't know if it's a boa.
It was
Where did-
snakes.
Where did that come
Put a
from?
snake under the cabin.
hey,
And, like-
a boa and a python.
Now I used to
There we
keep a
go.
rat snake in my well house.
Eat all the-
Okay, let me
all the
rephrase
rats.
it. I found a rat snake in there and I didn't mess with it after it scared the
They
hell
were like,
out of
we'll
me.
just cage it up and like
Cooking
feed
for
it
Potbellies just had a rainbow fart.
to eat all the rats.
You guys are. Thank you, Bear Nation, for hanging out with us.
Can we just buy boxes to put the food in so that it's?
Thoughts on Homestead in Tennessee? It's a big place.
No, you guys need so
Yes.
many cats.
How's that?
You need so many cats. I'm
Well,
gonna give you
we
all
already
my cats.
promised one of our kids they could have a cat. We promised the other one they could have a rabbit when we moved here.
I've got a cat that looks kind of like a rabbit. You can have it.
They think they're getting Andy because I think I heard the word Andy the
Yeah,
other
the
day.
black one at our house is named Andy, but
Why didn't
I
you
gotta
bring
be
it?
honest.
Wait,
No,
I
we-
think
if they didn't
I
want it, we
saw
could've just
a
dumped
male
it.
cat on top of it today.
On the rabbit?
Want us to wait
You're making crabbits over there?
I've seen that
Torah
happen
for
before.
life.
It's disturbing.
Hey, so we've got that girl goat you gave us
Yeah.
in with all the sheep, and I'm wondering if we're gonna get a geep out of it.
No, we're gonna get a geep.
Yeah,
I wanna see it.
I don't know.
Do they do that?
it's
Yeah, they
possible.
Yeah.
Google it.
Well, I
They're-
mean, I know
She
they
also-
try, but I didn't know if it
No,
would
no, they
do
can do
it.
it. Google it.
Yep.
They'll have the horns that go up and the sheep horns that go down.
Yep.
It's an abomination. I think Torah
Abomination.
says we ain't supposed to let our animals
It-
tap that with other animals.
It does say that, but that sheep geep thing, no, the goat is probably about to earn a bullet anyway, or become property of Miss Liz, one or the other. So
They tend to just either die or show up over here.
we've done a lot of rehoming of goats to this side of the creek. So,
I have theirs that's having a nicotine fit, so.
oh yeah, she's got the one with the withdrawals.
She would come up on the porch and eat all the butts.
They make it Crown Royal XR.
No, I've had that. Twitch brought me that one during Sukkot.
What's that
Unless
one?
you
Is
Twitch
that
if
like
you're on the internet.
I don't think
That
he's
iron
on right now,
reserve,
but
is
It's a
it like-
whiskey that was distilled in a now closed distillery.
It
does
is.
anyone have a good recipe for making
That
whiskey?
was really
I'm making a distillery soon.
Winery, sweet nose of butterscotch, grape candy, and wild oak.
Yeah, it was
I've made
super
truck
good.
fuel
Bigger,
before.
richer flavor, coconut, vanilla, nuts, and
Oh, I love sheep. They're so much better than goats, in my opinion. They taste better. They're easier.
Then they have a
What
Crown
kind of
Royal
bushcraft do you do?
And then there's the reserve.
Not much, honestly. I'm not the kind of guy that's going to go out into the woods with a knife and like make a spoon and build a log cabin.
2 out of 5.
I do a lot of tarp camping.
XR.
I'm quite comfortable in the woods. I grew up in the woods. I still spend a significant amount of time in the woods.
As far as the ratings are
I'm one of the only people I know that actually knows how to sharpen an
Okay,
axe.
so if I had to rate this, it would go.
So I think that counts for something. And sharpen knives, by the way.
So we need to try the XR.
My rucksack, which other people would call a 72-hour bag or a bug out bag or an I'm not coming home bag or my bushcraft bag or whatever, it's just my rucksack.
Peach and sweet tea.
I can live out of it essentially indefinitely and easily for 10 to 14 days. I've done it. So, but I don't. Here's the thing. I think a lot of bushcrafters like going out in the woods to practice their skills because of the solitude that's involved, and that's good.
I would
But at some
try.
point, you get enough solitude, and you know what's really nice after solitude? A warm bed, cigars, whiskey, friends. So
That's about what the reserve
it's good juxtaposition back and forth. A hot shower, exactly. The last time I was in the woods underneath a
handle of crown is like
tarp enclosure, I was in an ice storm. So
But handles are very different.
Yeah.
What, double?
You hadn't had one break on the knuckles yet.
Yeah.
it's a half gallon.
Yeah. It's like me when I was like, I had a half dozen kids.
Plumbing is nice, agreed. That was a good enclosure, though. Thanks, AVT. It literally just had one angle. That's all it was. And do you know, in an ice storm, I was sweating underneath of there, just with a small fire built. Sweating. Laying on top of my bedroll, reading my Bible, sweating, while freezing rain was coming down. What happened to the porch bear? Are you in an undisclosed location? Yes, I'm in an undisclosed location. AVT, that is correct. But also, it's 27 degrees outside and snowing. So inside of here, it's not 27 degrees and not snowing. So here we are.
No, all our goats are super loud and obnoxious. I don't like that the Billy's peeing on himself.
Yeah, before we came over.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But,
Separated.
well, we were trying to get her.
Yeah.
He was impregnated.
What's your easiest way to start a fire, minus gas or lighter?
Get pregnant. So we just got her
Well,
pregnant.
I just way more of that than I planned on.
My wife's getting sloshed over there. So in my jacket right now,
At the wedding. At the wedding when she had the straw, and she was like, "What are you
At the
drinking?
wedding-
Straight Crown."
If I didn't have kids, I would have been there too.
I was like, "What are you drinking?"
ferro rod,
Straight.
sharp knife, dry wood, problem solved. So that's literally in my jacket. And I actually keep in my jacket that,
Straight. Yep.
a book of matches, and a roll of electrical tape. Like in all my coats, if I'm going to go out in the woods, I have those things. Electrical tape is like super handy. First of all, it's essentially unlimited Band-Aids. It counts as cordage, right? And yeah, it's just easy. So I like the ferro rod.
Yeah, I was fairly. I just got self-service and go down the drive.
I was kind of wishing I'd stayed at work a little longer that night.
I just felt bad because it was like, they're so drunk. They don't even know what they're saying.
PJD, Marpat,
Lucia and what was the other girl?
Marpat Woodland is not a color shown in the IFAC selection for the 220 kit. Hey, wife. Not you, Emmy. You're his wife.
One of the wives.
We used to get called out.
We're not
Is,
that kind of compound.
It's a campus, and we're a faith
We are
group.
definitely not that.
We are
Let me just
um,
say that loud and clear. We are definitely not that kind of compound, nor would we ever go that route. Okay?
What?
I just
So if you come here,
This has nothing to do
make
with.
it clear to the people
Started a
that
bad thing.
I feel like you're lecturing me, and I don't need this lecture.
she's lecturing the camera.
Okay.
yeah.
Marpat
Yes.
on the Bear Fac. Is that an option in the store? Yeah?
$20 extra? Yeah.
$20 extra. Okay. Well, this guy's having a hard time finding it. Okay. That's what I thought. Just checking. Good job.
Find the bear fact.
I just like
and then
Bless
select
you.
the color.
Continuing sloshiness.
Okay.
Okay.
Some people just suck on them, don't they? Like chew on them. Right? I've seen this.
Yeah.
You're on the internet, Amy.
What? The Marpat? Don't order 20.
What is going on over there?
TBD. TBD.
What?
Nope.
Okay.
Fo went to go get the paperwork so we can sign things.
Fo went to go get the paperwork?
I walked back 3 times and I forgot all 3 times.
Yeah, I'm here for like a business meeting.
Yeah. This is how we do business.
Yeah, I know. I brought whiskey.
We've got 589 of our closest friends here. We're drinking whiskey, smoking cigars, and doing business.
We're gonna be
I'm kind of
super
always
official.
doing business though, so other than the Sabbath, and then even then, it's like, did the sun go down yet? Can we talk about business
5
again?
colors listed.
It's tough. It's honestly, that's my biggest thing on Shabbat.
Takes discipline.
OD,
It does.
black,
The worst was on Atonement. We ended up
multi.
not talking about food and not talking about business while all sitting on my back porch looking at each other.
Oh. We're talking about the picture.
What happened? something. we
Don't
have to
look at
talk
the
about
picture.
later.
The picture says 5. We really have 6. We really have 7.
I don't know, what are we talking about?
The Bear Independent Store. But the
Oh.
picture has 6, but it says 5.
Just
But we really have 7.
Just go there and buy stuff.
yeah, just go to the website and buy stuff. Just drop down
Find a code.
the drop down picture. The drop down color selection has 7 colors in it, even though the picture says 5 colors available but lists 6 colors. We should probably talk to Chad about fixing that. That's your department, wifey dearest.
We're a very little business.
We are a very little business.
That paid. I didn't say it.
Thank you.
Yeah, where do y'all want to go to dinner?
I know.
La Herda?
No!
Somewhere where they light ice cream on fire.
Yes!
That was the most Oklahoma thing ever. It's like, I just had fire ice cream. It's like,
I will
you mean
exclude
flambe?
anything that
Yeah.
is in
Flamboy or whatever.
the
Thanks,
town
Elijah.
that we-
Flamboy?
we know the name.
Hey, have you seen the spots that he's done for us so
I've
far?
seen one of them.
Dude, the one he did the other day was awesome. It's really good. He like
2 days ago.
I think so. It's like the 30-second spots. He spent 2 minutes talking about how awesome we are, and that like we came and trained him, and like we're real people that actually care, and yeah, it's really good.
We made him run with tourniquets on.
Yeah, we did make him run with tourniquets on. I forgot about that part. Yeah.
Okay. So, if you would like to read the paperwork,
Did you read it?
yeah. If you would like to read the paperwork, you can read it.
Oh, this is how you're doing all your business.
But if you would like to sign it, this is the one you're,
Should I check our contracts?
Probably.
this is the one you're actually supposed to sign.
Hello from not
The red
Bama.
Grindstone one.
Yeah, it's the same
The
thing.
only thing that is different is
I want to buy a kit. We were looking at the IFAC 220. Plus, we wanted to add the combat
Okay.
tourniquet and extra bandages.
this is the
Go for
only
it, Full
thing different
moon.
on
It's
the
all right
entire
there at the
paperwork.
website. Bless you.
It's a
Use
smart
promo
choice.
code BEAR10.
Use promo code Bear Nation. Get you 10 off. 10% off. Promo code Bear Nation.
Which part was it?
This one.
One turn past MFer. That's exactly right, Garen Wacky. That's exactly right.
That was a weird solo
Oh!
stream.
What is it? I lost it. Something wrong.
I left the mod.
What is that? Is that someone's dog?
That's Coyote.
That's a yote.
They're calling
Did you
he's
read
calling
the-
other coyotes to come to him.
That. No,
It
don't
sounds
just
like
sign
that's
it.
what
He's saying, please
Still
come
better.
kill me.
Okay, let's see.
Please come kill me.
What is it?
Amy's the director.
What is Caleb House?
That's what we're.
Alright.
Just sign it, Amy. Just sign it.
I haven't actually briefed Amy on this.
Get that woman another cigar.
This is not new to me. Alex, just sign. Just sign.
Amy
No,
did
no,
it.
you're
This
not
is how we
actually
got.
supposed
This is how we got
sign that
married.
one.
No,
Yeah.
just sign.
to. Don't sign that one.
Don't sign this one.
Whose is this? Is that yours?
Yep.
Okay.
Vice
Is it too much on the table?
No.
That's great.
It's his table.
Do you need some Dick Coke or something with it?
No, I just needed something to quench that cigar so I didn't melt the bottom of the cup out.
No, it's not.
So this is official.
That's
So
all right.
I'm assuming this is the name.
Yeah, you look at these names. So you're the director, which means we are sticking around all the time, and you're in charge. You need to do all of the actual work.
Okay, cool. Mr. Vice King.
Holding it, holding it, holding it.
So, this is,
Oh my goodness. I gotta sign now.
Yes.
is there a story behind it?
Yes.
You're really gonna sign that without reading it?
Or is it something I can read?
I'm reading it right now. It says what you made it say. Good job.
I feel like that
No,
was
there's a
very
better
official
copy for you.
moment in my life.
Okay.
Done.
You're official,
didn't-
yeah.
you didn't
I was
sign
gonna
it
say, I feel
correctly.
very official in this moment in my life.
You want to arm
Did
wrestle
you
a
read
bit?
the name on it?
Yes.
He did. It's fine.
Did you sign it that way?
He did sign it.
Renee, do you know where to get stamps with my signature made?
Yes.
My dad had one.
To read it, to be in on the joke.
I need one. Like
My
one of
dad
those.
had a stamp that his secretary would stamp his name on papers.
All right, y'all. It's been a great Tactical Tuesday, but I'm logging off. I appreciate y'all. We'll see you in the morning for the brief. We're gonna go hang out. So bless y'all. Shaloha.
Scribble and write numbers.
Yeah, it was like the first time you totally.